welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the absolute basics of how to make a game in Godot. Yeah, the player we'll be using is going to be a character body 3D, which as of like 4.0 to maybe 4.2 comes with code, so I'm going to be doing 4.0. And the link will be in the description for Godot if you don't currently have it. But anyway, the first thing you're going to want to do is click, it should be like a 3D scene or something like that. You're going to click it, add thunder scene, and then after you've done that, you're going to want to click add environment to scene. To see what would happen if you didn't is, what would have happened if we didn't would be just a blank screen. There would be nothing here. These add a bit of light and actually something to see. So, yeah. Also, what you're going to want to do is click this Control A and then type camera and then camera 3D should pop up. So yeah. Also, what you're going to want to do is click Save Scene, and then you can click any of these, it doesn't really matter. I'm not saying the name of this, you don't have to, but if you want to, double click it, and then type whatever you want. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to make a pretty basic floor. What we're going to do is mesh instance 3D. Forgot there's no spaces. The mesh will be a new plane mesh. A new plane mesh. We can go to transform, scale, go to X, type 10, and yeah, that makes it kind of big. And then if you want, you can take it down a bit, because if we didn't, it would be underneath it, and we won't be able to see it, so you can lower this, or you can take your camera and raise your camera. But what we're going to see right now is this. But if we, let's say, spawn something in, if we were to spawn something in, then it wouldn't do anything, because that's not a wizard body. 3D. Okay, now that I've actually did that, if we were to just spawn it in, it would just fall through, because neither of these things have collision. So what we're going to do is, delete that real quick. We're going to click this, then we're going to click mesh, right there at the top, middle, and then click create tri-mesh static body. So what that'll do is it'll give it collision, and now we have a floor. Because this isn't a rigid body 3D, it will not have gravity, so we won't have to worry about that. But if you do want a object to have gravity, then let's say 3D scene box. What you'd want to do is click that rigid body 3D, and then you're going to want to click it, and then either click Control A or this plus, then mesh instance 3D, click mesh, and then I'm just do new box mesh, and you can't forget to give it a collision. But if you want it to actually move, you can't do a static body collision shape. I don't really think any of them matter. So we're going to save, and what we're going to do is go here, and if it's saved, then it'll show up right here. Right click it and click instantiate. That will bring it to your game thing or whatever. And it has gravity. but we don't have a player. So I'm gonna just delete that box real quick. And what we're gonna do is, you don't have to, but I'm going to make this in a different scene so we can bring it to other games. What we're gonna do, same thing as a box for Dead Body 3D. Actually not a Dead Body 3D. I'm used to a Dead Body 3D, but we're going to do character body, mesh instance 3D, and then you can choose whatever you want. But I'm gonna choose the capsule mesh, since that's the usual one you do. You can click any of these, but I'm gonna do this one. If we go in here, you see it's kind of weird collision looking, but hey, it stops flag. And then, once again, right click, instantiate, we have a player. And as of like 4.0, I think, and if you play in 4.0, the player comes with code, I believe. Yep. But we have to use the arrow key then. Most games don't really do that, but we can easily change this. Okay, so what we're gonna do, project settings, input map, and then you name them whatever you want. And for character body 3D, you don't really have to add like a space unless you want to like change the jump force or something. Never mind, you don't have to do that either. I'm pretty sure you can change that right there. It'd be somewhere in here. WASD, and then click it, press W or whatever one you're on, and then boom. But it's not quite done yet since the game doesn't know what to do with it. So what you're gonna do, click close, and then that says if underscore on floor and UI accept. Okay, so this is jump. We don't really have to mess with that right now. UI underscore left, we're gonna delete that, and if you want to go left with A, then you click A. It is going to have to be uppercase since that's what I named it, but you don't have to. This is, nope, that's right. And then UI underscore up, that is forward, UI underscore down, that is backwards. So, as you can see, and then Control F to save, and then it'll automatically go here, and then boom, WASD, plus enter to jump or spacebar, doesn't really matter. That is the absolute basics. I'll do like a quick time lapse. So yeah. Okay. See what I did there was I copy pasted. Now if you have one of these selected and you copy paste, for some reason it's going to be very big, so you have to focus on 3D and then you can do whatever. Control V, Control Shift V to undo, redo. Now that we have this, we're going to click that and actually rotate it so it's normal position. Move it down. Oh yeah, one more thing. The camera won't follow the player, so what you will do is take the camera, delete the camera, and then click on the player, the character body 3D, and then once you have them selected, camera 3D. Then if you want to make it a first person game, just put it right there, or you can put it behind there. it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna put it right there. Then, or all you have to do, move it back. Okay, so yeah, that's the absolute basics. I'm gonna go ahead and beat this real quick. Oh yeah, also, if you click here, yeah, it still goes here. Now for it to follow your mouse, it's kind of complicated. I don't know the code for that. Oh yeah, can I beat this without seeing where I'm going? Oh, I beat it backwards. Okay. Oh yeah, that's it. Bye.